Today, I'm going to review an exciting tool for bloggers. If you want a platform that's easy to use and packed with features, stick around until the end because you're going to love blogstatic. Hi, my name is Thiago and welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's dive into it. First, let's start with a quick summary. Blogstatic was released in April 2021 and the headline in their About page sums the product really well. Simple, elegant, powerful. And this is a tool created by indie developer Val Sopi. Val has been adding lots of features and making this a great tool, and I recommend using them. Stick until the end to see how I rate Blogstatic on a scale from 0 to 10. And right now, their prices are ridiculously low. If you're wondering, Blogstatic costs $39 per year. Yes, I said that right, per year, not per month. I'm finished this summary telling you that Blogstatic turns each blog into a static website. I'm not gonna bother you with a technical explanation, but I'm gonna tell you this. Developers love static websites because they are fast, cheap, and secure. You don't need to worry about any technical configuration because Blogstatic makes it extremely easy, even for non-technical people. Keep watching this review to know how they do it. So, let's start with Blogstatic's strengths. Blogstatic is ridiculously easy to use. You don't need to install or configure anything. You just need to create an account, fill up your details, and you're good to go. I'm not gonna create a new account because I already have done it. Besides the ease of use, Blogstatic interface is really clean and simple, divided on the left sidebar and the main content area on the right. So on the sidebar we have posts, page, settings and profile. That's it. No cluttered or complicated stuff. And when you open the editor, the left sidebar is hidden, so you have a focused writing experience. Another cool stuff is that inside the editor there's nothing to preview, so what appears here on the editor will have the same aspect on the website. If you used other tools in the past, you know this isn't always the case, so this can be a big time saver. Also, you can embed newsletter forms from ConvertKit, MailChimp, or other email service providers. Plus, you can embed tweets, YouTube videos, or code snippets with ease. And if you use Grammarly, I have good news because Blogstatic text editor supports Grammarly and you can fix typos as you're writing the post. Next, let's see what features Blogstatic has for SEO. As you can see on the screen, Blogstatic has an automatic SSL, sitemap, and robots.txt file, but also schema markup, canonical tags, image alt text, URL customization, and is fast. And when I ran a Lighthouse report, Blogstatic had a good performance across the board. And the low score on accessibility was the lack of alt text images on this article, and the gray color on the footer was too bright at the time of recording. Blogstatic is already well optimized for search engines, but it will get better when they add custom meta descriptions, redirects, categories, and an easy way to make no-follow links. Check the link in the description for the blog so you can see if any of those features was released since this video recording. It's important to remind you that Blogstatic will turn your blog into a static website. This is important because of the speed, and static websites are blazing fast. So I'm going to give you a 20-second explanation about static websites. Static websites don't need a database. You only need the server and the browser. And the server sends the information to the browser in the same way it's stored. There's no need to use scripts like in dynamic websites. Also, static websites are safer because they don't have a database, so it's one less thing that can be hacked. But for you, this won't influence your usage of Blogstatic because you don't have to touch any technical stuff. So you get all the benefits of using a static website without any of the work. Next is monetization. Website owners need to make money with their website, and let me tell you that Blogstatic already allows you to use display ads. And things might not stop here. If Blogstatic releases memberships, they will be a viable alternative to Ghost or Substack. So if you want to stay tuned, subscribe to my newsletter and I'll let you know if they release this feature. Next on the list is their positive impact in environment. Blogstatic servers run on 100% green electricity. Plus, they donate 1% of the revenue to Stripe Climate. This way they are helping remove carbon from the atmosphere. And I'll finish talking about their strong aspects with a roadmap. A roadmap is great to knowing the features being worked on or considered. Plus, you can suggest one if it's not available at the moment. This also helps manage expectations of everyone to know what the future might look like for Blogstatic, because the features being developed are public. Next, let's talk about some shortcomings about Blogstatic. Blogstatic has a cool concept and I can see many people loving it. However, this tool is 6 months old at the time of recording and there are some features missing. For example, an easy way to add a CTA and some SEO features that I mentioned before. I remind you to check my blog to see what features were added since this video release. Right now you have to use HTML as a workaround for adding a call to action, so we are still some months away from a tool with all the bells and whistles that you expect. Also, there is no public knowledge base. Valve gives excellent support, but blogstatic needs a self-serving way to fix problems and bugs. Plus, the community around blogstatic is tiny at this moment. I know blogstatic supports code injection and also a way to embed content in the editor. But the number of integrations is small, and releasing a Zapier integration will help a lot. The number of integrations grows exponentially with Zapier, and I know this feature is in the roadmap, so I'm excited for its release. Next, let's talk about their low flexibility. Right now, blogstatic cannot be used as a subfolder. For example, using Webflow on your website for the service page as about, home, and using blogstatic for the blog part. Unfortunately, with the technology they are using, this is not possible. So it's better to let you know about this in case you are thinking about using them this way, like I was. Also, you cannot customize parent and nested pages like in WordPress. This last feature isn't useful for most blogs, but it will be a nice to have. Now it's time to reveal the rating. I rate blogstatic with a 7.2 out of 10. I use a custom checklist with different features I consider important in a CMS to get that number, and you can read more about that in my blog. This is an impressive score, especially for a tool that only has 6 months. And with the features on the roadmap, they can go quickly to an 8. The founder of blogstatic is very gracious. I've sent lots of feedback and the response was incredible. Also, he released some features I suggested even before I could finish this review, and I'm sure we'll have to go back and update this review to keep up with all the new releases. So to summarize, if you want a blog that is easy to use, fast and doesn't give you headaches, go ahead and try blogstatic today. You will find my affiliate link in the description where you can buy it. I make a small percentage of each sale at no additional cost for you. Please consider subscribing to the channel. My name is Tiago and I'm thankful that you watched this video until the end. Have a great day.